Yeah. Hey, what is up, YouTube? Bishop Brown Boy. Hey, nothing's going, man. We don't do those today. We're back into Stephen A. Smith destroying Trump's tweet on Fox News. Now, if you guys didn't watch my last video, of course, I'm sick. So, that's why I'm sounding all nasally and very congested. And it's true. But we're going to get to this. I'm here strictly to hear what Stephen A. Smith has to say, because I like when he debates people, like when he used to debate Skip Bayless and Max Kellerman. He still does it now. But I just like hearing what he has to say. So hopefully, he comes correct and speaks on the tweet. I haven't seen the tweet either, by the way. So this is all news to me. So enough of me talking. Let's just react, man.
How the Republicans are caving. I don't see you giving enough accountability to Donald Trump. Perhaps. Really? Let me explain. No. I'm just talking about what you just said. I'm only talking about what you just alluded to.
How did he get here?
If you are the president of the United States of America, you are 70 years of age, and you are tweeting, literally competing with 15 and 17-year-olds. That is a problem. A lot of times, I'm not even thinking about the substantive of the arguments, because you guys would know that a hell of a lot better than me. But
can I just clarify something? You just said
sure.
They shouldn't worry about it. This is only the second time in history that this has happened.
Okay.
Second time they've appointed a special counsel.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I was saying to you, when you say the Democrats, they're coming after them, and the Republicans are caving, et cetera, et cetera. I'm saying to you, what culpability do you hand towards a president?
We have 5 separate
But every time he tweets, he gives added fuel for them to come after him.
I'll tell you what you should worry about as a Democrat or on the left. You should worry about Robert Mueller is a capable investigator. Guess what can happen in an investigation?
I agree.
They can find
Where's the tweet at? Where's the tweet? Where's the tweet?
But you still haven't answered my question with all due respect. I asked you.
He said with all due respect.
When this man goes out and tweets, and he literally adds fuel to the fire because he gives them material to nitpick and distract or what have you.
We're talking about the
My boy Stephen A. Smith killing it.
Did you just ask that question with a straight face? What is wrong with Trump? Let me finish my question. I want to be clear. You just asked the question, what's wrong with Twitter, while mentioning Donald Trump's name in the same sentence?
Yes,
you don't have a problem with that?
Absolutely.
No, I said, spell the word in one of these very, very
important
Hold on 1
second. I've advised President Trump. I know President Trump for 15 years. Okay.
Off tops, this guy in the middle loves Trump. That might actually be his brother. We're going to get back to the video.
And I said, you know what? Keep tweeting. You hit 100
That's
million
terrible
people,
advice.
And you know what you do?
Horrible
you
advice.
Go around the fake news, because 90% of the news media can't stand
He
the man.
wound up going around his own statement. The own statement that came out in the wake of the announcement of the special counsel was saying that this was, we're going to be clear, I'm completely confident. And then he goes out and tweets things that kind of counter that attitude when he didn't even spell a word right.
Well, if I may,
I'm sorry, does that matter? That matters.
There's no clue.
Yes, if you're addressing something this serious,
I want to go back to what you said.
I said the statement was good. I'm not saying everything he did was bad. I thought the way he wrote the statement was good.
They're just arguing now.
He's circumventing a fake news networks that will not give any honest representation.
They're just arguing now.
Social media, whether you like it or not, he's getting the word. His word is getting out there in spite of the media.
Yo, I thought that was Billy Ray Cyrus. I'm tripping. What? Come on now. I thought this was the guy who made Life is a Highway. I'm done, bro. I'm done for the day. I'm done. I'm done.
You're a grown man and you're the president of the United States. And oh, by the way, Eric, let me get back to you, because I like how you so smoothly threw out the fact that you know him, you're friends with him, etc. Now, I don't know him like that, but I have communicated with him on several occasions because he loves sports. He's a former footballer in the USFL. By the way, he wanted to own the Buffalo Bills. I was on the phone with him when he talked. I never had a problem with him until he campaigned and he conducted himself the way that he conducted himself. So what I'm saying to you is this: if you're going to be the leader of the free world, I'm not getting into his politics per se, because I'm certainly not as qualified as a lot of aficionados out there, but you have to conduct yourself like a statesman, because when you don't do that, you give ammunition to those who are going to come after you.
Especially when you've been elected by saying, I'm going to be different. I'm not going to be a politician. I'm going to drain the damn swamp when I get there. And that's exactly what he's doing.
Crushing the status quo.
What?
You know what, Ted? I don't think anybody's really upset about the crushing of the status quo or the disruptor mentality and mechanisms that this president is utilizing. I think many people, even those that didn't vote for him, like that part about him. But to Stephen A's point, Eric, let me say this. what you tweet does matter, and I think it's not necessarily always a bad thing to use Twitter. I think it can be a great tool to go around a combative media, but sometimes you have to live and die by the content of your tweet. So if something is good and positive and it can bolster your message and they're not talking about it.
She's speaking facts too. Don't know her name, but she's speaking facts.
And it is a witch hunt.
Not just, that's one thing, Eric.
They don't need
And when you ask the why, he usually says, believe me, believe me. Come on, Eric. What I'm saying to you is this.
This boy Stephen A is crazy. What?
80% of the media who is attacking you.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Fake news to the fire that they're burning.
That's not fair.
It's good for him to go. His Twitter account, his Twitter and Facebook
Well, you're in the media.
Dwarf the number of
anybody
times that
saw
all
those
women
tweets
cable
and felt
networks
better about
You're in the
anything.
media.
I don't think anybody did.
You're in the media.
I am.
I'm in the media. What I'm saying to you is this. You have individuals who may be erroneous, who may be irresponsible. Let me finish. You can't.
My man finished. My man finished. Yeah.
Support that. What's going to happen is.
What?
Did it ever occur to you that he could be using those maneuvers because he doesn't want to be held accountable when they actually have something to hold him accountable for? If you convince everybody that everybody is lying on you, then who are you accountable to?
He's right. He's right.
I'll tell you what. How do you know this? How do you know this?
I wrote a monologue exactly about this.
And I know it, and I can tell you how I know
Inside
it.
Donald Trump's head, though, you can't see inside his head. You don't know if he's right or not.
You don't know.
Is the media unfair? Sure, but that doesn't mean that every single thing that they've written about him is false. It really doesn't mean that.
What?
I know that a lot of this comes from a bad place. I know that a lot of people wanted President Trump impeached when he started, regardless of what happened.
Like her hair.
And I know that it's bad to see a lot of them celebrating the fact that the FBI
glasses fit
and
her
the
too.
president are sort of at odds with each other, because that's in itself a national security threat when foreign enemies see that. However, all of those things aside, be true or not true, there's no way to know that every single piece of information, and there's been a lot of it coming out, is false. I just wait and see.
I'm going to say that the vast majority of the mainstream media is against Donald Trump, and they.
This guy in the middle is like a heavy supporter of Trump. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that, but he's like one of those people who you can say something to him, but he believes it so much that he can't believe it. You know what I mean? He's always on Trump's side, no matter what he does, no matter what he says. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with that, but that's what's coming off to me. That's just what's coming off to me.
And they find negative about the man, and just
Eric, I'm going to agree with you there. I'm going to agree with you there that most mainstream media outlets do not like Donald Trump, and it shows in their coverage. But how about this? How about the same way he can use it to go back against Colbert? How about talking about how successful the China trade agreement was?
How about absolutely switch about that? But you know what? They don't pick it up. No one does.
Because it's singular, Eric. I do think at some point he has to be more, because one thing I will give the president, he knows how to control the narrative. Absolutely, he does. So how about managing the narrative?
Go on POTUS and Real Donald Trump's Twitter account, and you'll see all the.
But he could shift it in a lot stronger way if he wanted to.
I'd like to add this. I've watched Eric on television on several occasions. I happen
This boy Stephen
to
A.
quite a few people that you've reported on that you haven't liked. It didn't stop you from being accurate. Why you keep pointing to the fact that
Look, he know.
As substance to say, you know what, sir, everybody's wrong about Donald Trump. I'm not saying they haven't been wrong. I'm saying everybody, the entire media industry. So he needs to talk to Eric or a few of his friends in order for us to get accuracy.
He need to talk to me at all. You know what he does?
Come on now.
He goes to Twitter and Facebook, and it's 100 million people with the press of a button.
And when we come back, I'll let you know what
genius.
we the people think of his tweets and what we think of his job ethic.
We the people?
Yes, because I hang with him every day. I hang with him at the feed mill and at the hardware store and at deer camp, and I know what they think.
Hey, all of us ain't
like
living in an ivory tower. When we walk the streets here, I do it all the time, and I hear quite a different story.
There's a heartland out there, Stephen. I'm bringing you the goodwill of the heartland.
I talk to them too.
Well,
Man, you guys seen it here, man. My boy Stephen A. Smith talking about Donald Trump's tweet. I didn't see the tweet. I'm actually going to go see it right now after this video is uploaded and done with. But I like what they got going on here. It's a pretty nice talk show by the look of it. I mean, the guy in the middle and that guy right there on the right just seem to be like people who don't like give credit to anything opposing Donald Trump because they're so close to him. It's like going against your best friend. Like, you know, you got to take your best friend's side no matter what it is, man. So that's all that was. But if you enjoyed this video as much as I did, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. And I'm out, boy.